Greetings. I'm not one who usually asks for a lot of help. I know I say in previous videos and in articles that it's okay to ask for help when you need it, but that's not something I do all that often. I work for myself. I take care of mom. I've learned pretty much what I needed to learn through trial and error. I have a couple of people who help me to watch my mother so that I can get out of the house every once in a while. But in general, I'm not someone who usually asks for a lot of help. I usually can do a lot of research and figure things out. However, I've been having a lot of pain lately. Not just regular pain, that everyone else has, but everywhere. I had pain everywhere in my body. Now, I could explain a couple of things. For instance, I have pain here because I had a car accident last February, and I'm covered under no fault, and I needed another cortisone shot. So that one I had figured out. And then my feet. I have diabetic neuropathy in my feet, so I had pain there. I've had pain for a while, and I see a podiatrist, and he said, you know what, it's probably just going to be that way, but you never know. But I had pain everywhere else. I had pain in my legs, I had pain in my hips, had pain in my haunches, pain in my back, pain in my other arm. I just had pain a lot of places. And when I was younger, I gotta tell you the truth, I used to have pain, but it was easy to deal with back then. But I didn't have pain everywhere. I would have pain maybe in one area, and you just dealt with it. And that was in the days before I took painkillers. But now I'm taking painkillers, and it wasn't working. So I did something that is not common for me to do, but I did it. I posted something on Facebook to people I'm connected to, and I mentioned all this pain I was in all the different areas. And I wasn't necessarily looking for help, but I think it was a call for help. And I had a couple of people reach out to me, and a couple of them said, maybe you need to back off on how much exercise or walking you do. Because I have this Fitbit, the red one, and pretty much since November 2014, I have walked between 5 and 10 miles every single day. I've never gone under it. As a matter of fact, I can tell you it was November 2nd because on November 1st, I was really, really sick. Don't ask me how I know this. I just happen to remember the dates. So November 1st, I was really sick, but November 2nd, I felt better. I got my steps in, and every day since November 2nd, 2014, at least 5 miles a day. I was averaging 7 miles a day. And I've had times where I have hit 12 or 13 miles walking. I'm not a runner, walking. And I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost 63 pounds. I've gone down at least 3-4 sizes in clothing. So I've done some stuff, but I also turned 60 years old. And so folks said, maybe you should try to slow down, back off on all the steps that you take. Relax a little bit. Well, I still wanted to make sure I hit my 5 miles a day. And with the Fitbit program, I have a thing where you try to walk at least 250 steps over a course of how many hours you decide to put out there. And I've put it out there for 14 because I wanted to stay active. And, this is my major exercise. So I decided, you know what, I am going to try to back down. I'm not going to go full bore. I'm not going to try to walk as many steps as I can every single day. And we're going to back off. And so for the last 2 weeks, I have pretty much walked between 5 and 6 miles. I had one day where I walked over 8 miles and all the pain came back. But on the other days, when I didn't do that, I got rid of most of the pain that I was having. It's just like my system really couldn't handle me putting that kind of stress on my joints. Even my feet started to feel better. I don't have the dire pain that I would have every single night in my feet after I took my shoes off. When I have my shoes on, I'm fine because I have these orthotics in my shoes. But when I took off my shoes, it was just painful. And of course, I couldn't sleep in bed with my sneakers on all night long. So, I had to take them off. But it was remarkable how I started feeling less pain across the board. And I thought about it and I said, you know what, if I had never written that and I'd never put it out there, it never would have occurred to me to kind of step back and move a little slower and relax a little bit. Because I can go at a leisurely pace and still hit my 5 miles every day instead of really pounding it. And by walking fewer miles, even though a lot of it I walk in the house and I have carpet in the house, I have carpet everywhere. So I have reduced some of that pounding, and it's been amazing. And I got a cortisone shot. So it doesn't mean that I'm totally pain-free, but I'm pain-free in all the areas where I had no idea why I was having that pain. And my feet feel a lot better. I'm able to sleep better at night because when you've got neuropathy and sometimes you have pain, most of the time it's the serious numbness that's really irritating. But every once in a while I feel this pain in my feet. And to not have that means I'm actually sleeping better and I'm more comfortable. And I'm a little bit more relaxed. And I'm not good at relaxation. And it's just one of those kind of things where I thought about it and I said, you know what? I guess I really did have a cry for help and some people helped. I'd have never thought about slowing down my pace because I have another 15 pounds I'd like to lose. I don't have to lose it because I got to the weight I wanted to get to, but I've been thinking about trying to lose another 15 pounds. But I can slow it down some. And maybe as it starts to get warmer, because it's been cold. I'm in central New York. It's been cold. We've had snow. But maybe once it warms up a little bit, my joints won't hurt as much, and I can actually walk outside instead of always having to walk inside. So, my question to you, what issues do you have, and are you willing to go out and ask people for help? You know, I talk about leadership here. I talk about diversity. I talk about healthcare finance. If there's ever any questions that y'all want to ask, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to answer them. My name is Mitch Mitchell. If you like this kind of thing, you tell people to hit that like thing, hit that bell to subscribe, and if you really want it, pick notification all the time. But you don't have to do all that. Anyway, hope y'all have a wonderful day.